Hello everybody and welcome back. I just posted a video about my previous video about Franklin Templeton, the first company that I invested money in 27 years ago. And now this second video is basically about the second company that I invested money in. I have a bunch of notes, so I hope you guys enjoy the content. And the reason I'm bringing this information to you guys is because I bought and sold stock with the Webull app and zero commissions. So that was interesting. I don't recall if Franklin Templeton charged me a commission or something. That was interesting. So probably not, because I invested $100, or even if they did take a small commission, I don't know. Anyways, again, it was 27 years ago, so I don't remember. But anyways, this is the second part to the other video, and let's get right into it. Okay, so the second company that I was introduced to was a company called PriMerica, and that was, let's say, if I'm not mistaken, November of 2006. So here we are in 2020, so 14 years ago. I want to keep this simple, guys, and I know you guys' time is precious and valuable, and you're like, okay, get to the point, dude. So here we go. So back in 2006, November, I was introduced to a company called PriMerica, and specifically their goal was to help people set up retirement accounts, and whether it was, again, I don't know if it was an individual retirement account, whether it was a Roth IRA account, whatever it was. I wish I had documents to say, hey, you know what, this was the name of the company, this was the ticker symbol. Sorry, guys, I didn't do that. But anyways, 14 years ago. So basically, to keep the math simple, back in 2006 November, I deposited my first $50. So November, December, $50 each. That was $100. $100 was deposited in the year 2006. So again, November $50, December $50. There's $100. That was my start point. And then year two. Oh, the one thing that I need to mention, that whether it was a mistake, whether it was a comment that just came out of the person's mouth, and I specifically recall the person telling me, Renee, put the money away, the $50 a month, and don't ever look at it, or don't ever worry about it. So that was bizarre information to be given when someone says, here's money and don't worry about it, don't ever look at it. And so that got my wheels turning, and clearly I did the opposite. Short of saying that I was monitoring my retirement account every single day, 5 days a week, I was able to set up a system where I had the ticker symbol, and I could clearly see every day how much value my portfolio had, or my retirement account had, or however specifically I'm supposed to address it, or talk about it. But basically, again, it was just interesting how it was set up with whether it was a mutual fund or a ticker symbol. I don't know, whatever it was back in 2006. So again, this is the reason why I was monitoring my retirement account every single day. And I know you guys are probably saying, wait a minute, that sounds insane. But yeah, anyways, again, because I was told, don't worry about it, don't look at it, worry about it, 20, 30 years later, whatever. But no, when I heard that information, I made a point of it to monitor it, and to my benefit, it was a smart move on my behalf to monitor it every single day, or at least once a week, twice a week, what have you. And let's go back to the math over here. Okay. November $50, December $50, 2006 $100. Okay. 2007, 12 payments of $50, $600. And here it is, October of 2008. So in October of by October, that was the 10th month, I was $500 in. So here's the math, everybody. 2006 $100, 2007 $600, 2008 $500. Very simple, guys, not that complicated. My principal, if I'm stating that correctly, the money that I deposited every month to PriMerica for my retirement account, if you will, it was $1,200. And to their credit, PriMerica, when it started, it did fairly well, because I remember, if I'm not mistaken, October 15th of 2008, it had a value of $300. Sorry, guys. It had a value of $3,000. So that was pretty good, right? Your principal is 1,200. The value of your portfolio, your retirement account, whatever, is worth $3,000. And again, I was monitoring it, whether it was every day, once a week, twice a week. I was watching it like a hawk. So what was interesting, and if I'm correct with my exact date, October of 17th of 2008, I mean, literally 48 hours after I looked at my portfolio that said it had a value of $3,000, it said $2,700. 10% decline in 48 hours. So I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I don't know. A 10% loss in 48 hours does not work for me. So I took it upon myself to call up PriMerica. Easiest transaction in the world. Blew my mind. Called PriMerica. Told the person on the other line, I would like to liquidate my assets. My name is Rainy Reyna. Yes, sir. Kat, your check should be there in the next 5 to 7 business days. Perfect. I got my money in 5 to 7 days. And I remember specifically that Halloween in October, where I had talked to a couple people. I'm like, hey, this is what happened to my portfolio, my retirement account, and went down 10%. And maybe because at the time, I don't know if people were monitoring it like I was, obviously, that they would get their statements, whether it was once a month or once every 3 months, that when I'm telling people, all right, fireworks, okay. So again, because my job as a waiter, people are looking at me like, who are you? What do you know about finances? You're not a stockbroker. You're not in a financial institution. You take people's order and bring in their food. So I'm like, all right, man, it's like, as a waiter, I know what a 10% tip is. I know what a 20% tip is. So if I give good service and I got 10% tip, that was great. If I got a 20% tip, that was outstanding. So, obviously, if I'm a bit of a numbers guy and I see my portfolio go down 10%, I'm like, hell no, I ain't waiting for it to go down 20%. So before I sell. So anyways, that's just me. That's my mentality. That's my philosophy. For those of you that are experienced veterans and are in financial institutions and want to correct me, say I'm wrong, have at it, bro, or sister, or whomever. So bring it. So anyways, again, I was telling people that Halloween of October of 2008, and I explained to them, hey, I sold, and they're like, oh no, my portfolio is going to shoot up, and then November, December, and I'm working at the restaurant, and I'm telling my coworkers, I'm like, hey, I don't know if you got money in the stock market or whatever, but anyways, I decided to sell. So and I think the following year, 2009, I think it was January, And I remember seeing this one gentleman. I'm like, man, I'm like, you know, he was always happy and this and that, and I was just like, I had to have a conversation with him where he didn't look well, and I'm just like, you know, sir, I know it's none of my business, but I have to ask you, you know, what's wrong because you don't look well. And if I'm not mistaken, he told me that he lost over $2 million with Merrill Lynch, and I'm like, holy, I'm just like, if I lose 10, $20, I'm sad. I mean, 2 million bucks. So that's just one example. I don't know how many millions or tens of millions of other people lost. I don't know, but I'm just giving an example of you know what I went through, real life experiences. So yeah, that's my second video about PriMerica, and that's oh, okay. There was one last thing I wanted to add about if you have some type of retirement account or something. I had a conversation with someone, and it just kind of blew my mind that I wonder if people's approach or attitude towards retirement accounts had changed. That from and I don't want to say it was Primerica or World Financial Group or Joe Schmo Institution, whatever. But if I'm not mistaken, uh, someone that I spoke to, they had a specific amount of money in their retirement account, and they were thinking about um, liquidating their assets. But apparently, there's some type of clause that they're only able to sell 50%. Oh hell no, dude. No. It's like if I put in $1 and I'm able to get 75 cents back, you know, I lose 25%. Okay, I lost 25%, but it's like you're telling me if I invest $1 and let's say it has the value of $1 and all I could pull out is 50 cents. I'm like, nah, dude. There's some bizarre going on, and again, if you're part of a financial institution and you want to school me and tell me what time it is, bring it, because you know, when it comes to money, you know, people get very emotional, and you know, if I know how hard I have to work to wash a car and make $20, so people ain't just dropping $20 bills, you know, on my lap. So um, again, you know, I was lucky enough to use the Webull app to make $17. I shot a video of it, and I'll be shooting another video as to how I invest my money. But again, that's just it's been my experience with those companies. And man, this video is kind of long. Okay, um, like I say, um, questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section below. If you like the video, um, hit the like button. If you want to consider subscribing, that'd be awesome. So, no, that's my catchphrase. Be Christian about it and pray over the subscribe button, y'all. All right, everybody. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be safe out there. Hopefully, the situation that's going down these last couple months improves. I don't know. I mean, it's at the end of the day, if you don't like your doctors or you don't like your government, I mean, maybe that's your last resort or our last resort, just to pray. So I am a religious person, spiritual person, if you will. So that's all I could say. All right, everybody, catch y'all in the next one.